Dear students, from today we are going to start our fourth chapter, the freedom struggle of 1857. And this chapter, it has its own importance in the Indian freedom struggle, and it will teach us how the first struggle has started and what is the importance of the freedom struggle of 1857 in Indian history. So let's begin. In 1857, a great struggle took place in India which completely shook the British government. We know in the last chapters we learned about the effects of British rules, how did they enter and how did they started to administrate our country. And now the Indians, they knows that these Britishers, they are trying to make us slaves. So some of the peoples, they tried to fight against, and in this freedom struggle of 1857 has its importance. And what happened took place in India which completely shook means just we can say it make fear, or it has create an atmosphere to change the British government. The struggle did not arise all of a sudden earlier as well. Many such struggles took place in India against the British, and this was not the first. Before this 1857 freedom struggle, many such struggles took place, but it was the struggle which was greater than all these and which completely shook the British government. The scope of the struggle of 1857 and the background was taken into consideration by V.D. Savarkar in the book The Indian War of Independence 1857. V.D. Savarkar means Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, and in his book they give the name the Indian War of Independence, or India's first war of independence. 1857, later many revolutionaries got inspiration from it to fight against the British. Though Indians failed in it, then also the one advantage of this, the Indian War of Independence 1857, later many revolutionaries, they got inspiration from it and they fight against the British government. Now what is struggle before 1857? Struggle before 1857, at every place where the British rule was established in India, the local people had to bear the ill effects of the British government. When the Britishers, they entered in the administration of Indian kings, and they were, the local people had to bear the ill effects of the British government. The Indians started feeling that they are exploited in every strata due to company's rule. Now the local people, they think that the Britishers, they are trying to exploit it. Exploited means taken advantage of the Indian peoples. They were trying to make them slave like this. Exploited in every strata. Strata means level, on every level. Due to the company's rule, this resulted in increase of discontent against their rule. Now it was the main reason that the people started feeling that they are exploited in every strata by the British government, by the company rule, and this resulted in increase of discontent against their rules, or they were trying to fight against the British rule. Farmers and common people became bankrupt during the company rule. Farmers and common people, they were self-sufficient before the British rules, but when the Britishers entered, because of their new policies like tax and so on, they became bankrupt during the company rule. In 1770 there was major famine. Famine means drought, and in the year 1770 there was major famine in the Bengal province, but the British rulers were indifferent and insensitive towards Indian people. Though in the year 1770 there was a major famine in Bengal region, then also this British ruler, they never gave any concession to the farmer in the tax. They were insensitive towards Indian people, and from 1763 to 1857, the peasants means farmers of Bengal, they participated in the rebellion. Rebellion means conflict, or they were against the British rule. Now see, from 1763 to 1853, means near about 100 years period, these farmers of Bengal, they participated in the rebellion led by Sannyasi Fakir. Before 1857, this person, he started the rebellion. Who is this Sannyasi Fakir? He started the rebellion, or he started the conflict, or he started the struggle against the Britishers. Similar revolt took place in Gujarat, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and South America. As we can see, the first person, Sannyasi Fakir, he started the rebellion against the British government, and the similar revolts or similar revolts, rebellions has took place in the different states like Gujarat, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and South India. Umaji Naik also gave a strong fight. This person, Umaji Naik, he also gave a strong fight. He organized the Ramoshi and the local youth to revolt against the British. Umaji Naik, he was a strong person, and what he did, he organized the Ramoshis, it was the caste. He organized them, Ramoshis, and the local youth to revolt against the British government. Means Ramoshis and local youth was organized by Umaji Naik to fight against the British government. They drew a declaration and appealed to fight against the British and overthrow the government. And what was their intention? They drew a declaration that we will fight against the British and overthrow the government. We will fight the British and overthrow the government. They inspired people in Pune, Satara, Ahmednagar, Solapur, Nashik, Bhor, etc. In 1832, Umaji Naik was arrested and hanged to death in Pune. This Umaji Naik, he organized Ramoshis and local youth, and what was his intention? To overthrow the government. And he also inspired people in Pune, Satara, Ahmednagar, Solapur, Nashik, Bhor. But unfortunately, he was captured by the British government and he was arrested in the year 1832 and hanged to death in Pune. Hanged to death in Pune. This is the first person, Umaji Naik. He was hanged by the British government in the year 1832.